Hey tubers, Bart coming at you. What a mail day. Got a fresh one out of the mail bin today to add to the quality of this video, so that's pretty cool. We'll go raw cards first. Do I have? I don't have all sports. I don't think there's no basketball in this one, but 3 other sports represented pretty well. Got the captain in charge from this year, Brock Purdy. This is the Black Pandora, but these are out of 149 this year instead of 25. So if you're a football guy, I suggest these look fantastic. I think the actual design is better than some of the other Pandoras because they don't always quite catch the refraction like you would want to. And they're just more achievable now out of 149, but great looking cards. So you should check those out if you're a fan of somebody that wears a captain patch on your team. I just thought this card was cool. So it was one of those ones like, oh, let's see what it comes in condition because it wasn't too expensive. Dale Hunter, 95, Pinnacle. Not in great condition, but I think I paid $2-3 for that, so it still looks pretty cool. And this is when I started watching the Caps in the mid-late 90s. So those are the uniforms I identify with. All right, are these all? All right. This has been a pricey venture, but pretty cool. I'm not sure how many I had of these already. 10, 11 of the different players. And Panini, since the license is going away for football, just shotgunned out a whole bunch of Hall of Fame autos that either they had been sitting on or they just finally got them autographed. Some of these aren't even numbered anywhere near or dated anywhere near this year. For example, this TO is 2019 but just came out in a recent product. These are all out of 15. You've been around for a minute. You've seen these before. I just think they're phenomenal. I would love, in another lifetime to be, you'd had to start a while ago because I think these started out in 2013 to collect this set. But if you are a set collector of this, this year is putting you in a hurting because they, like I said, they just put out a whole ton of these. But really like this set, especially when they put new guys out. So there was not an Owens out before. So excited for that. That's out of 50, like I said. Cards like these ones make me really excited. Ricky Jackson. I think he only did like a year or two right at the end of his career. Would love to see a Richard Dent in one of these too. But check that out. Last year there was a Larry Allen that excited me a lot. This one we got Ricky Jackson. This is the second version of him. So I got one a couple years ago of a Charles Haley, but they reissued a new one. These ones are labeled 2024. That one's good. And then I got another one of these on the way. This is number 2 of the Joe Montanas. I also got these new mags. So I don't want to submit these. I think at some point I'm going to submit them for Authentics or something just to get them slabbed up and protected. Because when you start putting anything over $100 in a raw card, I'll just look at it a little funny. Like, should I slab that? Like, it just doesn't. It's not. If I needed to move it or something, it's a harder thing to do. And when it's one card, you don't think about it that way. But when it starts to get lots and lots of cards, lots and lots of autos, you try to maintain some level of liquidity in case you needed to sell for another PC item or whatever. So I don't know, but in the interim, because it ain't cheap to send anything for slabbing, I got these magnetics. Here, I got ones. These are Pro Molds, and they have the penny sleeve inside. They're big enough for that, and that way they weren't just bouncing around on their own. So there's a Joe Montana. That's my number 2 Joe Montana. I got a third one inbound, and here's my second Steve Young. And there's another one of those out there too. So it's kind of a weird juxtaposition of, do I just want one per player? Yes, but then you kind of want a complete set at the same time. So, I don't know. But there you go. As far as I'm aware, there's 2 more to go. I'm bidding on one of them right now, and I've got one of the other ones on the way. So we'll see. As far as I know, there's only one Jerry Rice out there from a couple years ago, and I have that one in a BGS 9 Auto 10. I'd be okay with another one. He's got ones in a Seattle uniform and a Raiders uniform. I just am not chasing that. Same with Montana. I'm not getting a Chiefs uniform one. Let's get into the slabs. I had one of these in my raw pile I was going to submit. I bought each one of my sons one of these. This is the only guy that's worthwhile on the Nationals right now, James Wood. This is his rookie from Topps last year. And then I was going to submit my own, but with the prices pushing $25, it's just cheaper to get this sure thing rather than send one off and accidentally get an 8 or 9 because you got a grumpy grader that day. Here's a pretty cool one. Red Grange, 55 Topps All-American in a 6.5. Very thankful to have his rookie card as well, but his rookie card is going through the roof. And so it seemed like a good time to get his second card in case madness happened and you never get that card again. But love me some 55 Topps All-American. And one more football, and then we'll do hockey. 61 Topps stickers. I think I have this slabbed up, but it's not in my registry. I think mine's probably like a 4 or something. It's not high. I gotta find it, but this was less than $20 slabbed up, and so I thought it was cool. 61 Topps stickers. 49ers. I love these team cards. I've got a ridiculous amount of them over the different years. A lot of them slabbed, but I got a lot of raw ones too. All right, hockey. COPS caps. That's a PSA 9 from 77 O-Pee-Chee. I just like the logo cards, much the same as that Niners one. This one hurt a little bit, but an all-time great. Probably the second best capital of all time. I picked this up finally because I'd lost a couple, and I was like, I'm not losing the next thing after I'd lost 2 or 3 of these. But it took a long time for another 10 to pop up because it's lower pop. I think it's high 30s, low 40s. Actually, nope, it's on the screen right in front of me. It's pop 31, which is pretty low for Young Guns. And then I bought it. A week later, he got traded to Anaheim. That hurt a little bit. I'm hoping he just doesn't re-sign with them, and then we re-sign him, or he retires or something this year. But number 2 all time and leading for every statistic we have on the defensive side of things. 94 SP Jim Carrey, real short tenure with us, just 3 years, but got a Vezina trophy out of us while he was with us. As the best goalie, and just a great looking card. So I watched this. 4 Sharp Corners listed this initially like, I want to say like $299 or something, and I just kept watching, and they would relist, and I think I ended up getting it for like 35 or 36 or something like that. So it took a while to get it to come down because he isn't really qualified as an all-time great for us just because of the lack of longevity, but we don't have a ton of award winners on the Capitals. So, and 94 SP is just a beautiful set. That's a beautiful pose. The goalies always look cool. It's like seeing a catcher in full gear on baseball. So, excited for that. Another one, Kelly Miller, PSA 10 from 87 O-Pee-Chee. I said it before, but I'm in the process of building like what I think is the all-time Capitals team via cards, and then I'm going to submit the registry set. Not sure where I'm drawing the line. I think it's somewhere in the low 20s. I'm 17 cards into it right now. Got a couple more. I still got to get an Ovechkin, but 400 point guy for us. So he's towards the 20 to 25 range potentially, but Beautiful PSA 10, 87 Peachy, and low cost on that one, so snagged it up. And then the one that came in today that I'm excited about, I paid right at what it should be for 7s in general of this card, but it is a nicer 7, so I didn't get a deal. I couldn't bring that seller down too far. Still think I did pretty well. But 85 OPG, Mario Lemieux, the magnificent one, PSA 7. Beautiful card, fresh slab. The centering is money in the bank. So excited for that. That is a good looking card. And ever so slowly, you know, one card at a month or two for the all-time hockey kind of Hall of Fame PC. But there's the most recent edition there. So that's what I got for you. Happy Saturday. Watching fishing right now. That's pretty cool. Kids are all in baseball season, so that is in full swing as well. Nats won the home opener. Can't beat that, because it is probably going to be a very ugly year for the Nationals. It usually saves me a couple bucks, because then I don't have to collect much from the team itself and the current players, the current product. But you want to see some wins, right? I want to take my kids to some games, and it's tough to spend that much money if you know you're going to take the loss. Went to 3 Caps games this year. We lost all of them. We're on the very back end of the playoff hunt for the Caps. I think it's less than 10% probability, even though we've done pretty well in the last week and a half or so. But that's what it is. Thanks for watching, guys. Till next time. Later.